Okay, what up guys? This is Andrew from Get Into Game Dev. By the way, today's little session, little hangout, is sponsored by my friend who got me this as a housewarming present. Would you like her to come on the channel? Comment down below, Get Into Game Dev 2021 Stalker Edition. I'll show her, maybe she'll come on. So guys, what's up? A few months ago, back in September, I got a MacBook Pro, 13-inch. It was okay. To be honest, I was kind of embarrassed about getting a Mac. Why? Because it was nice, it was aesthetic, it had form, it had a metal body, not a flimsy plastic thing, but that was it. Okay, it had about the same performance as, like a comparable, Windows laptop of the same price. The reason for that, I'm rambling a little bit, is it had, the Intel architecture. It was like the old legacy, last of the line Intel chips. Recently, what Mac has done is they are transitioning currently all of their processes to an in-house development. That just hadn't bubbled through to the higher RAM models, okay? So at the time, the M1s, the new chips, were all like 8GB RAM. I didn't want that. I need to actually do things, so I wanted the 16GB model. I had to go with Intel. However, recently, they switched over to the M1 Pros, and the M1 Maxes are coming soon, which meant that I could get custom Apple chips with like 16GB of RAM, which is perfect for me. So I went over to the store, got this one, my Silicon Warhorse. This is a 16-inch MacBook Pro, decked out with the M1 Pro. You probably saw this in my unboxing video, but boom, there it is. I mean, it's not too exciting beyond that. It just opens up and loads. Yeah, we can close that down. Okay, so I said that I was going to do an unbiased review, so I'll start with the negatives. Okay, negative number 1. Having to enter your password every time you install a program on your computer gets tiring fast. I believe there's probably a thing, right? You can probably set it up so that it automatically verifies your security and logs you in. But every security feature, almost every security feature of the Mac comes across as some kind of Orwellian level invasion of your privacy. Do I need to lock my credit card information into my Mac so that with the press of a finger I can send credit card payments? I'm sorry, some people are into that, that's not my thing. So personally, not a big fan of that. I'm not a big fan of a computer that tries to be like your wallet. I've got a wallet. Negative number 2, customer service at the Mac store. My friend, the one who got me the one that we're stalking, she got pretty much the same specs, but 14-inch model, and it wasn't charging. And I know what you're thinking, hey, if I drop $3,700 Australian on a laptop, I'm kind of expecting it to work with no additional rigmarole, right? No. You almost want to, when you buy it, you almost want to say, hey, can you get me one that works? So she's bought hers, and it's not charging. And we both go, together. I'm going to buy mine, she's going to fix hers. And the salesperson gives her the runaround over what turns out to be a $69 charger. Great price, by the way. A $69 charger. When you buy a $3,700 laptop that comes with, Apple Care Plus, whatever, the gimmicky scam that They try to sell people, which they can't legally sell people anymore, so they just give you 7 free days. Plus, not even a 2, so normally it's a 2-week cooling down period, so if you get it within 2 weeks and you want to return it, you get it, you return it, no questions asked. That's been extended recently, even further. So even with all of that, the salesperson is trying to give us a runaround and being cheap over a $69 charger. Yeah, not great. Now, on to the positives. Okay, positive number 1, a bit silly to say, but the size, right? It's a laptop. Hey, you want to straddle my lap? I've got a big lap, okay? Needs to be 16 inches, needs to be 14 inches, okay? I'm sitting on a couch and I've got this. It's a comfortable experience. I know that like people who do reviews and they talk about the form factor of the product, it's gimmicky, right? They're being paid, so I left that to the middle. The form factor is good. Thing number 2, and this is really the big one, custom Apple silicon, okay? The M1 Pro. It is fundamentally different to other types of laptop, of computer processors. They've basically taken the smartphone processors, what's called ARM processors, and just scaled them up in terms of power. Now what that means is you get about the same power as a serious like gaming laptop, with like a minuscule fraction of energy consumption. First thing I notice when I'm like playing around on, Xcode or something with this thing, it compiles faster. I'm watching tutorials and following along, I'm compiling about 30% faster most of the time. That's good. Plus, at the same time, I never look at my power usage because it's not using any power. It's insanely efficient. That's awesome. I'm really excited about that. All of the RAM for the computer is on the chip. So, you've got 16 gigabytes. It's not, somewhere on the board. It's literally inside the chip. You get closer to kind of like cache level performance. It's fast and it's power efficient. Now it can use older programs. There's something called Rosetta, a program called Rosetta, and what that does is it kind of slots in between the program and the system, and it interprets like, x64, x86 assembly calls, and bounces them down to ARM assembly calls. So in other words, you still get all of your old programs with no like additional hit to performance. It's fun. This is a lot of fun. Something's changing. I saw that the Apple chips were tested and they were about as powerful as the PlayStation 5 in terms of graphics. So this stigma that Apple is just for like graphic designer types who don't play games, something's changing. However, the amount of code which is being written specifically for Apple computers to take advantage of Apple silicon, it's not there. It's not there yet. So this is my prediction. Gaming on Mac, graphics programming on Mac will be the next big thing. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be keeping this thing and learning how to do metal on it. So this has been a bit rambly, but let me wrap things up, okay? Mac is good, salespeople bad. So coming up in December, we're going to have our Gamer Week challenge. I'm announcing that, re-announcing that. Get psyched, get excited. 1 prompt a week, 1 game a week. I'll be doing it, you'll be doing it, we'll have fun. And then January onwards, it's going to be metal. It's going to be what I'm doing on this channel, Apple programming. Okay, anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you didn't find it informative, I at least hope you enjoyed it. You know what I mean? And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.